Hi everyone, welcome back to my next video. Well, if you've been following this channel for any time, you'll see I've had a series of videos on buying a shed, getting it delivered, and then my last video was about doing the entire build on the interior of the shed. The vapor barrier, the paneling on the walls, and then insulation on the roof. And that was as far as I could get in one video, so I didn't get the kitchen. That included the insulation. And in this video you're going to see right now, we are going to build the kitchen. Now, I am not a finished carpenter in any way, shape, or form. I am a very rough carpenter. So basically, these are not cabinets. This is a workbench. And I built it just like I would build a workbench. So it's overbuilt. Me and a bunch of guys could stand up, jump up here and dance. And it's not going anywhere. It's overbuilt because that's the only way I know how to do it. It ended up looking okay, I think, but it doesn't look great by any means. Just curtains, because I'm not a finished carpenter and I don't care about doors. Curtains are fine with me. Those curtains cost $10. So in this video, you're going to see the build on the kitchen, the workbench, in essence. The one thing that I went ahead and did is I have a 12-volt compressor fridge, and I mounted it up. So you'll see how I had to build it with this in mind, so that this can be up and I can just get into here really easily from right as part of the kitchen. It's a small cabin. It's 12 by 14, so there's no extra room here for a big kitchen. I'm just going to put shelves up, and that'll be another project for another day because I just didn't get that far. I'm a nomad full time if you don't follow this channel. And so here this next week, I'm heading out. I'm not going to get anything more done. This is as done as it's going to get this year. This is something anyone can do. It's not going to be beautiful like a nice set of kitchen cabinets would be. In fact, I priced kitchen cabinets and they were going to be $1,500. And I just couldn't justify spending $1,500. All this material is about $300, and I can do that. I think I'm giving you clear enough instructions. It's basically just a workbench. You can do this as well. It won't be pretty. Okay, nope, this is not pretty. And the kitchen, the counter that I would have bought, all the cabinets would have been pretty. They would have been very attractive. But I don't care. If you care, then don't do this. Spend the $1,500 down at Home Depot and buy the kitchen cabinets and throw them in there. You can do that very well. Hey everyone, so this is the kitchen that I'm building. On the bottom, I built, this is just going to have all plywood. This is finished plywood. It's really surprisingly attractive. It's $100 a sheet because it's 3/4 and very pretty. And there will be a box I built at the bottom. That will be the bottom. There will be 3 shelves. The box at the bottom will have the base shelf, and then there will be a cleat that goes around here. You can see that will be the second shelf. And then this will be the countertop will be on top of this cleat. These are not, I've notched out the legs. These are just setting in there to make sure they fit. The legs will be as tall as the shelf, as the top shelf, the countertop. And you'll see here that this cleat stops shorts. That's because my fridge will sit on this second shelf on that cleat and then open in this area right here. It's hard to visualize this, but you should have seen the end already, so that might help. And this is 4 foot. This is a 4 foot that direction and 8 foot. So I just took the sheet of plywood. Let me show you this piece I got sitting here. This will be the actual countertop. So I took a sheet of plywood and cut this L out of it. That's the countertop. This is the bad side. You always cut the bad side. I'm not a very good carpenter. I'm not a precision carpenter at all. This I'm doing myself. There you go. I hope that will give you some idea. You build a little box on the bottom shelf. It's got a kick plate so that your toe can go underneath it. So there's the bottom shelf and my toe can go underneath. See, that's the key thing. So when you walk up, you just kind of automatically. So that's just a 2x4 at the bottom. It's just a little box I've framed in out of 2x4s to make the kick plate there, toe plate. Okay, so more progress. We've got 3 of the legs attached. And you can see that we're just notching him in. I'm putting in 1 lag through where weight is being carried because lags are so much stronger. And then eventually the next piece will drop right on top. That will be the countertop. So this is it. It's done. I'll put the final countertop on it. Here across the front, you can see that the Engel sits on here. It'll look better when the countertop is on it. And there will be a curtain that goes across here and then across here to kind of cover it and hide it. This is much more of a workbench than a kitchen. But that's what I know how to build. And I overbuild everything because I'm not a good builder. I overbuild everything. I mean, an elephant could stand on this thing. So it's done. I'll get the countertop on it, and it'll look better. And then it'll look a lot better once the curtains on it as well. Okay, there you go. There is the build, how I did it, step by step. I think it gives you basically enough information. If you don't have the carpentry background to be able to do most of that, just go watch YouTube videos on the different elements of the process, and each element YouTube could teach you how to do it. What I recommend is, if you don't have any background in carpentry, is just watch all the videos on the individual sections on how to do each, how to cut a 2x4, how to cut a piece of plywood. Lots of videos on YouTube about how to do that. I recommend that you go to Home Depot and buy a kit of Ryobi tools, cordless tools. They'll do the whole job. That's what I built this whole thing with, Ryobi tools. And they were really cheap. You can buy a whole kit for like less than $200, and it'll do every piece of the job. The only thing extra I bought was for this whole build was the finish nailer. I think that was close to $160, and that's well worth it in finish work like this is. Okay, I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and tell your friends and neighbors, family about this channel. Maybe it has something for them too as well. So I'll see you on the next video. Until then, be well.